learn the topic kinds of sentences. So, what are sentences? We already know what are sentences. Sentences are a group of words which combine to give a complete meaning. Yes or no? Huh? So like here you can see different people who are speaking different words. Stop talking about parties. So here this old woman, the old lady has spoken something. What has she said? She said stop talking about parties. So she has spoken a sentence. And then the little girl, she asks, did you enjoy the party? She's asking a question. Okay, and then here she is saying, what a wonderful party. So she's exclaiming, okay, she's exclaiming that it was a wonderful party. Next here, then the other boy, he's declaring, he's giving a statement that it was a wonderful party. And next the other girl says, please don't talk about the party, I missed it. So here you can see there are different types of sentences. Here she is ordering, she's commanding to stop talking about the parties. And here she is asking, here she is putting a question, here she is claiming, here he is declaring, and here she is requesting. So here you can find out that these are different kind of sentences. Okay, so let us see what is it. What it was a wonderful party. So this sentence was spoken by this man, and this sentence is a statement. What is a statement? Statement is a statement. Statement is a sentence where you declare something, where you state something. Okay, next, did you enjoy the party? This sentence asks a question. That is why there is a question mark at the end. Next, what a wonderful party. So this sentence is an exclamation with an exclamation mark at the end. And next, stop talking about parties. So this sentence is a command which has been given by this old woman. Next, please don't talk about the party. So this is a request. So here we can find different kind of sentences. These are different kind of sentences. What are those? The one is statement, next is question, third is exclamation, fourth is command, and request. Okay? So these are different type of sentences which are spoken by these 5 people. Now see here what is written. All sentences begin with capital letter. Remember, whenever you start a sentence, there should be a capital letter. Statements, commands, and requests end with a full stop. You can see statement, command, and request. All these 3 are ending with a full stop. Then questions end with a question mark, and this question is ending with a question mark, as already mentioned before. And exclamations end with an exclamation mark. This is an exclamation and it is ending with an exclamation mark. So any question, if there any question is that it will be ending with a question mark, and if there is an exclamation sentence, it will definitely be ending with an exclamation mark. And if it is a request, or if it is a statement, or if it is a command, these 3 types of sentences will end with a full stop. So this is the third clip. Now see what is next. Exclamations with. So now you will get to know how do we use exclamation, how do we make exclamative sentence. What a singular noun. What plural and countable. Whenever we use this thing, what a, in case of singular nouns, and only what. We will not use a when we write plural or uncountable nouns. For example, what a pity you can't come with us. What a pity. See, always followed by singular noun. Whenever there is what a singular noun will follow it. What a pity you can't come with us. Here the word pity, it is something that is described as a pity. It is disappointing or satisfactory. This is something which was satisfactory, which was not satisfactory, and which was disappointing. Okay? What a pity you can't come with us. So this here something has happened. Singular, something, one thing has happened which is disappointing and which is not satisfactory. So what a pity you can't come with us. What a nuisance that child is. So we are talking about one child. What a nuisance that child is. So that is why we are using what a. What a good idea, one idea. What a joke, one joke. What a funny thing you say, one funny thing. What a fool you are. What a charming girl she is. What a hypocrite he is. What a clever boy Ashok is. What a mean fellow you are. What a selfish man he is. So whenever you are using, whenever you are putting a singular noun, definitely there will be what in an exclamatory sentence. In an exclamatory sentence, what will always be followed by a singular noun. Clear? Huh? What a beautiful sight it is. Clear? Huh? Like what a noise you are making. Okay, same, but here what is said here, they said what is said. When do we use only what? We use what only when we talk about plural and uncountables. So abstract nouns also are included. What are abstract nouns? Nouns which express emotions, which express feelings. Okay, so what with an abstract noun or with plural nouns. So here treachery. What is treachery? Treachery is violation of faith. When you break someone's trust, when you break someone's faith, that act is known as treachery. Childlike innocence. Childlike innocence means a person who has childlike innocence. That person is trustworthy. You can trust the person. That person is innocent. Okay, young. Okay, and what awful news. News is always plural. So what treachery, what childlike innocence, what awful news. So these are abstract nouns. So these are abstract nouns. This is plural. These are abstract nouns. So we use what. We do not use what a. Same in the same way. What fun your new friend is. Okay. What fun. Here again it is the abstract noun. What genius you have. This is again the abstract noun. What beautiful music they are playing. Okay, music is always used as plural. What wonderful ideas she has. What funny things he says. What lovely eyes she has. What absurd notions they have. So so these are how these things are used. It is it. So what is used when we use what a, then it is singular nouns, and when there is only what, then there are plural nouns with or with an abstract noun. Clear? So next let's move to the next. What are negative sentences? Before I move to next, I want to tell you what are negative sentences. Negative sentences are sentences which have negative words like no, not, never, nothing, nobody. These are negative sentences. Okay, clip number 4, students. Here, as I have told you earlier, what is a negative sentence? Negative sentence is a sentence where you have not word, no, not, never, nothing, neither. These are negative words. These are negatives. So see here what is written. A negative sentence can be written in two ways. They can be written in two ways. I have not seen Raman or Krishnan. It can also be written as I have seen neither Raman nor Krishnan, in two ways. See, here also negative is used. Negative. Here also negatives are used. She cannot read or write. That means she cannot read or write. That means she can neither read nor write. So negative sentences can be written in two forms. In two forms or different forms. Okay. She will not eat any food or drink any water. She will not eat. That means she will eat neither food nor drink water. So she will not eat no food and drink no water. Okay. Since we have used she will not eat any food or drink any water. So we have said she will eat no food and drink no water. Okay, I cannot bear this pain any longer. That means the pain is unbearable. So it can also be written I can bear this pain no longer. We did not meet anybody there. Okay, it can also be said we met nobody there. We did not meet anybody there. There was no one. We can also write we met nobody there. We do not have any work. We have no work to do. We do not have any work. We have no work to do. This is how negative sentences can be written. See, in a negative sentence, only one negative is used. See, here also one negative, one negative, one negative, one negative, one negative, one negative. Remember, why? When two negatives make an affirmative. In maths, you have plus, minus becomes plus. So in the same manner, two negatives become becomes positive, affirmative. For example, he is unable to do his work. He is unable. So unable here is a negative word. He is unable to do his work. This is a negative sentence. But if we also use not, it becomes affirmative. For example, see, he is unable to do his work. What is the meaning of this sentence? This means he is not able to do this work. But if you are using two negatives here, he is not unable. Unable is already there. If you are using not also, he is not unable to do this work. This will mean he is able to do this work. It has become positive. Means he is unable to do. He is not able to do his work. If you write he is not unable to do his work, means he is able to do his work. Okay, are you getting my point? So see, negative questions. So now how do we have to form negative questions? See, notice the structure of a negative question. What is written here? A negative not. Means negative not. This is the word, not word. The negative not word comes just after the subject. But in spoken English, where short forms such as isn't, wasn't, won't, don't, didn't, can't, wouldn't, hasn't, haven't, etc. are used, the subject comes just after not. For example, see, what is written here? The negative not comes just after a subject. Here, the negative not. Yes or no? This is coming after a subject. Which is subject here? It. Is it not cold? Yes or no? But when we write the contracted form, is not has become isn't, then it comes, subject comes after the not. Isn't it cold? Okay, is it not cold? Isn't it cold? The not which we have used after the subject, since we have contracted it and brought it before, we have written it before, so you need not repeat the not here. Clear? Isn't it cold? Understood? So whenever you are writing the full, like is it not cold, when you are writing the full not, then it will be coming after subject. If you are writing contracted form, it comes before the subject. Same manner, will you not attend the meeting? Here again the not is coming after you. Won't you attend the meeting? This is again the contracted form. Subject is coming after the not. Have they not heard the news? Have they not heard the news? Haven't they heard the news? Again here, have they not? Not is coming after they, and again since not here, not is used before the subject. Haven't they heard the news? So whenever you are using the contracted form of the not, it will come before the subject. See, a negative question expects the answer yes. When I say, is it not cold? I mean that it is cold. I mean that I think it is cold, and expect the same answer from you. But in answering such a question, you must say what you think. So your answer may be yes or no. You may reply yes, it is cold, or no, I do not think it is cold. Is it clear? Or whenever you are asked a question, is it not cold? I mean, whenever is it not cold, when I am saying this sentence, is it not cold, this means that I believe that it is, that I think it is cold. But I also expect the same answer from you. But answering such question, it depends on you what answer you give. Yes, it is cold, or no, I do not think it is cold. Okay, I think it's clear to you. Okay, thank you children. Stay safe, stay healthy. Clip number 2. Children, after recollecting on different kinds of sentences, after having a recollection on different kinds of sentences, let us move to the next let us see what are we getting, what we will be knowing about requests, the sentence which express requests. Okay, see, requests can be written as sentences beginning with please. Whenever you are requesting someone, you definitely use the word please. Please, when you tell your mother to please let me allow to play, so you definitely say please mama, please. So this is the word please is used when you request someone. So please let me in. You are requesting someone to allow you in. Please let me ride a bicycle. Please don't disturb the patient. So these are request statements. These are request sentences. So here next point, it is saying that requests often take the form of polite questions. Sometimes we request somebody in the form of questions also, like, will you please post this letter for me? This is a polite request. Okay, so this is a request, but it is placed in form of a question. Will you lend me your camera for a day? Okay, may I come in please? Can I speak to you for a few minutes? Could you tell me the way to station? Might I have another cup of tea? Would you mind waiting a few minutes? So these words, will you, whenever you are requesting something or requesting someone, or in the form of question, these verbs, will you, may I, can I, could you, would you, these are might, these are always used when you are asking, when you are requesting someone using polite questions. Then these verbs are, these helping verbs, these models, these helping verbs are, these verbs are used. Okay, will you please allow me to will you please allow me to go to play? Will you please lend me your pen? Okay, will you please help me? So these are requests which take the form of polite questions. Okay, when you go to a party, or when you go to a lunch, or wherever you go, you have gone to a birthday party of a friend, you are sitting with different people whom you do not know. Okay, you want salt, you can request the person sitting in front of you, would you please pass me the container? Okay, would you please pass me the salt? So these words, would you please. Okay, these words are used in statements where you request someone. Okay, when you are requesting someone in form of polite questions, so mostly these words are used. Okay, next, what is said here? It is said an exclamation can generally be turned into a statement. An exclamation mark, we know what is an exclamation sentence. It always ends with an exclamation mark, and it is how hot it is. So this is an exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentence can be turned into a simple statement, how hot it is. It is how hot it is. You can change into a statement and you can say it is very hot. Is it clear? Likewise, what a noise you are making. Okay, what a noise you are making. That means he needs to say he is very noisy. Okay, then you can write you are making a great deal of noise. What a noise, what, how. These words tell us about the intensity. Okay, whenever using these words, how hot it is, how cold it is, then definitely it will be very hot or very cold. Okay, may you soon be well. Okay, may you soon. So may is that whenever you have a may there, you can, this means you are hoping that the person should soon be well. So may you soon be well, I hope you will soon be well. Okay, if the next, would that my friend was here. Whenever you have the word would here in an exclamatory sentence, would that my friend was here. Okay, then it is wish. I wish my friend were here. Whenever you are talking somebody, when you are telling somebody, or when you are expressing your wish, ठीक है, काश. Then in Hindi we say काश. ठीक है. So in English we use, when you are writing a simple sentence, you say I wish my friend were here. If you are writing an exclamatory sentence, then you would say would that my friend were here. It means that I wish. Would that my friend were here means I wish my friend were here. Next, oh that I were a bird. So here again the exclamatory word oh that I were a bird. Again this also means a wish. I wish that I were a bird. Oh that I were a bird. I wish that I were a bird. Okay, I think this much is clear to you.